Hello friends, and welcome back to a little bit of this. I'm here today back in my container house. I'll have to give you a tour on another video, but you can see a few sneak peeks, some upperhead storage. We've got some surfboards and boxes of parts and camping gear and whatever else. But anyway, I'm here today in my kitchen, and we're going over to some friend's house tonight, and I volunteered to make a salad. And so I'm going to put that together, and then I want to take you over to the garden, actually where I got all of the ingredients for the salad. So here we go. All right, I've washed my hands and I'm ready to get started. I've got my ingredients here. We've got some fresh cilantro, some beautiful tomatoes, an onion, and of course our lettuce. So let's get started. Move the props out of the way. I love living on this farm and being able to get fresh organic vegetables. This isn't our farm. We're not moved over there yet, which is a whole nother story for another time. Gonna hear some dogs in the background. Anyway, I like to tear my lettuce rather than cutting it, just because generally it bruises less and is less likely to turn brown if by chance we don't eat all of the salad tonight. So that's what I'm doing right now. I got this lettuce a couple days ago. Brought it home and gave it a good rinse. We don't have to use any bleach or anything like that because of being on the organic farm. There's no chemicals or pesticides or anything like that that's sprayed on the produce. So just have to rinse off the dirt and check for any bugs. Occasionally there's a worm or two hiding in the lettuce, but just evict him and continue on. So I have down below, if you see me keep reaching down below, I have a compost bucket. So we of course save all of our scraps and compost that in order to feed and enrich our soil. We've got a little mini garden in the back. I'll have to show that to you another day as well. And so we've been building up that soil there. Sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I think, what do I even keep talking about, as people are just watching? In this case, you just tear up lettuce. Sometimes stuff comes to mind and other times it doesn't, so just be quiet. It's funny how everyone likes their salad a little differently, I think. You know, some people I remember when I lived in Peru, I knew this woman who loved big chunks of vegetables and lettuce in her salad. And I'm like on the opposite end of the spectrum of that. I prefer everything to be in bite-sized pieces, easier to manage, easier to get on my fork. So I keep checking to make sure that some of my pieces of lettuce aren't getting too big. Also, whose bite-sized piece are we talking about? Because my mouth is smaller than maybe some. Anyway, here I go again, rambling. Almost done. I'd rather have too much than not enough. I can always have the salad tomorrow if there's any leftovers. There's not a lot going in this salad today, just because that's all I had on hand. Actually, let me check the fridge. I might have a green pepper that I got the other day as well. Can add that in. I said a little more, and I'm going to say a little more again, because it always seems like once you start adding the extras to the bed of lettuce, the lettuce always kind of sinks down, and then at least what's happened to me before is I'm like, oh no, I don't think I quite made enough. And then I don't want to add more lettuce and get it on top of all of my toppings, because then it's not as pretty. And so anyway, I just want to make sure my bowl is nice and full before I start adding all the extras, all the goodies. All right, I think that looks pretty good, pretty full. So I think, oh, right, I'm gonna check the fridge for a green pepper. I mean, look, found two little baby green peppers. So let's cut those up and add them in there. That's my knife. All right. There's like all those hacks on, you know, how to cut your peppers and get all the seeds out. I just like to cut the bottom off of mine and then cut all the sides, and you leave the stem and get all the seeds. And then if you want, you can save those seeds and replant, or just toss them. We have enough right now, so just toss them. So just cut off the end and then just barely cut into the side. There's these little creases, so I just pick a crease and just barely cut in there, and then you just kind of turn your knife and very gently cut along the inside of those seeds. Kind of peel, you're basically peeling off the green pepper. So not perfect by any means, but anyway, that's how I do it. I'm just going to do these in slices. Keep it simple. You might hear a little bit of water. I'm not sure how much the microphone is picking up, but it sounds like maybe rain on a tin roof. It's not raining. It's not rainy season here right now. But we do have a sprinkler system up on the roof that helps keep the container cool, because we live in a dry, arid climate. The water, when it runs down on the side of the container and then that dry air hits it, it acts like an evaporative cooler. And then of course we also have an AC that's running in the back. And so that combination, along with a little shade up on the roof, really helps keep it very comfortable in here. In rainy season, it's a little harder. The water doesn't work like that because the air is not dry anymore. It's very humid, and so it can get pretty warm in here. Now we've adjusted, and so it doesn't bother us too much. All right, I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Now these tomatoes, I don't like this knife for that. These tomatoes I didn't actually get from the main garden. So I was going along chatting with you, and my camera was not recording. So bummer. Up to date, we have added our green peppers and our tomatoes. So now we're moving on to our onion. Don't worry, you really didn't miss much except for me just yammering. So I try not to overpower it with too much onion, but I just really enjoy onion in my salad. So just put a little bit. I try to leave them kind of a medium size. That way, if people don't like them, they can pick them out. They're not impossible to remove from the salad. Also, a controversial herb here, cilantro. I feel like you either love it or you hate it. Our family, we are big fans. We love cilantro, and I was able to get a decent bouquet of it the other day. I have found the best way to keep it long term is you can see here, I keep the roots intact, and then just put some water in a jar and just submerge those roots in there with the rest. Sorry, you can't really see. With the rest of the cilantro out the top. No bag on it. I don't wash it or anything like that. When I pull it out and I'm ready to use it, then I'll go rinse it off right quick, just to get any dust or dirt off. But that keeps it the longest. I tried washing it before and it would start wilting. I tried the whole bag over it and the same thing. There was moisture and it was getting all gross. And so anyway, that's what I found that finally works for me. So anyway, I'm gonna grab a couple bunches here, go outside to my sink. I don't actually have a kitchen sink inside. So I'm gonna go outside and wash the cilantro and be right back. All right, I gave cilantro a quick rinse. Now we'll go ahead and start pulling those leaves off. Another great thing about living on this farm is that all of the water is well water. So we don't have to worry about running it through any filters or anything. We've never gotten sick. No visitors have ever gotten sick. It's nice, clean, pure water from the well. It is a little hard, actually not a little hard. It's very hard. You can see in some of my pots sometimes, especially after boiling water, that the calcium just kind of sticks. But other than that, it's great. And you'll see it sometimes on some of the vegetables. You'll just see little streaks of white, but it's harmless. All right. And again, I'm just going to kind of rip this cilantro and add it, not cut it. I don't like actually washing cilantro because then it like all sticky. Sticks to my hands, sticks to each other. But it's a necessity. All right, I think I've got, oh well, hopefully they like cilantro too. No, I'm pretty sure they do. All right, and there we go, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this sprig back, we didn't use it, and compost this one here. But I think that's good. There we are. Finished. Now I'll get ready to take you over to the garden where you can see where I got most of the ingredients for the salad. Okay, here we go. Let's go over to the garden. You can see there's my house. But anyway, we're going to, let me turn the video around. Yeah, we're gonna head over to the garden. So let's go. All right. Our container house is over by the shop. So it's a little bit of a walk over to the garden. I'm not gonna actually film the whole way over there because my battery won't last, but just give you a little glimpse, a little view of what it's like. Obviously you can see what I was talking about, the dry, arid climate. It's not rainy season right now. When I'm out on these walks, I'm always on the lookout for some wildlife. I have seen quite a bit on some of my walks, usually not at this time. It's still a little warm, so not a lot out. Usually some birds and some ground squirrels. Of course, the dogs, but those aren't considered wildlife. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see something today. Maybe there'll even be some monkeys over in the garden. You never know. The other day, actually, when I was getting the lettuce and cilantro, there were some monkeys. I alerted the gardeners that I saw them in the very back and they chased them off. Then afterwards I was like, oh, why didn't I have my phone? Why didn't I film that? Over here is the clinic on the farm. They serve the community with the health clinic there. Then back over there, this is just a stock house. But back over there is the stables. Wow, I have so much to show you. All right, we are almost there now. For you, it seems like just seconds. It's been a couple minutes for me, if you can tell by my heavy breathing. You can see coming up on it here, this is the papaya field they have out here. Beautiful. Doing pretty good. Got some manioc there. Some green beans. Some corn. Some sweet potatoes. One of the many rows of lettuce. It's gorgeous. Got some cabbage coming. Beautiful red bee sap. Obviously not in my salad today. So, yeah, you can see it's gorgeous over here. They do a phenomenal job. Organic farming is not easy, people. There's some tomato plants. Got some nice green tomatoes on them. And, of course, cilantro. Guys, I am not a videographer, so bear with me as I'm learning and trying. Some carrots coming. Oh, beets. I love roasted beets. I cannot wait until these are going to be ready. Definitely be coming back over for those. All right, so this is just a small portion of the garden. They actually extended out all of this recently, just in the last year or so. So I'm going to take you inside. So this is like the main garden, or we call it Dogo's garden, because Dogo is the one who heads up this program, this garden. So yeah, you can see over there more, just double row of tomatoes there, some cabbage, more lettuce, peppers, some green onions. So, oh, nice, beautiful moringa tree. Wow. Gorgeous. All right, so here we go. Let's walk into the main garden. I'm always amazed at how much cooler it actually is here in this part of the farm than anywhere else. I wish you were here in person to see this, take it in, and hear the birds. And so you saw on the walk over here how dry and arid it is, and yet you walk in here and you'd never know. You can hear they've got the evening sprinklers on, watering everything. Nice banana pups coming on. More cabbage. Turnips there. Quite the grove. Quite the banana grove. I'm looking for the monkeys. I don't see any. So anyway, yeah, this is the main garden. This is Dogo's garden, where I come to do a lot of my shopping. So everything that was in our salad for dinner tonight came from this garden, from this farm, including the onion. It's from a previous harvest, and obviously not just from that little row of green onions you saw, that they actually have some huge onion fields, which I don't have time to take you over there and show you today because I've got to get home, take the dogs out, and get ready for dinner. Thanks for joining me today on a little bit of this. Thanks for just coming along and seeing inside a little bit inside my container house and my little kitchen. Just a little bit of daily life, what we do here. And yeah, just throwing together a quick salad. Glad I could take you on the tour and you could see the garden, and just hopefully it's of some encouragement to you if you're thinking about getting into organic farming or just gardening. You don't have to go full scale farming, obviously. But yeah, it's possible. You can do it. There's tons of resources, and it is absolutely 100% worth it for your own health and well-being, for those in your family, and yeah, just as a way to care for the earth and yeah, do our part as God created us to do. So anyway, thanks again. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and tune back in. As I said, I've got a lot to show you on this farm. So stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Thanks.